So we just heard a growling noise outside, and it sounded like a big, big dog.
It sounded like Fluffy from Harry Potter.
And I think it scared Dakota a little bit. Kind of frightened me a little bit too. So
Slightly shaken.
Yeah.
Slightly shaken.
Weird. What is up, YouTube and vapors alike? This is VRT, and I am Nick.
I am Dakota.
And tonight we have the beautiful little Mistic 2.0 by Mistic e-cigs. The way this thing feels is the way I feel when I wake up in the morning and I've had 12 hours of fucking damn good sleep. It feels like that in my hand. It is the best form-fitting mod to my hand I've ever used. Just real quick, throwing that out there.
So the slogan for these guys is pick, click, vape. It is as easy as that because you're picking your pod, clicking it into the device, and you are vaping it. Just like that. So this is the world's first closed system Sub-Ohm device, and it runs off of these 10 mil 4 milligram pods. They are 0.25 ohm, making this a Sub-Ohm device. You can pick this up at www.misticecigs.com for $49.99, and the pods themselves are $19.99. You can also pick this up at your local Wal-Mart if they have it. Some locations don't have it, I've noticed, but some Wal-Mart locations do carry this. So if you don't feel like buying it online, then hit up your local Walmart because they just might have it.
With that said, we're going to dive up close and show you guys what these look like at a closer level and give you all the specs on them. So let's do that right now.
Alrighty, here we have the Mistic 2.0 by Misticecigs. I'm really digging the rubberized coating on here. It's kind of like the Minikin V2 if you're familiar with that. This one's a little more rubbery, but it's very good. It doesn't scratch very easy. It's pretty durable. So this is a 1700 milliamp hour battery, completely dead. It takes maybe an hour, hour and a half tops to charge completely. And the charging indication, as you can see, are the 5 LED lights right here. To charge this, you've got that micro USB right here, which is really nice. I like that they threw that in there and didn't try to figure out some kind of weird custom charger for this. The micro USB makes it a lot more convenient. So I do enjoy that very much. On the pods, you have a 10 mil 4 milligram nicotine pod at 0.25 ohms, which is making this a Sub-Ohm device. This is the Neon Cream by Cosmic Fog. I like this pod a lot. It tastes almost kind of like cereal to me, which is strange, but I rather enjoy that. It's a little bit different, but it's good nonetheless. That is your airflow hole right there. So the way it works is the air is drawn in through here. It goes through this first chamber up front, and then it goes up under, it hits your coil, and then comes out the mouthpiece. It's a pretty even airflow for a 30 watt device. I think they pretty much nailed it on the airflow for this. It couldn't have been any better wide open. It couldn't have been any better restricted. Pretty damn perfect. And like I said, it's 10 mil pot of juice, which is awesome. There are a lot of tanks that don't hold 10 mils of juice, so having a little pod that holds that is pretty damn phenomenal, if I have to say so myself.
Alright, and that was the up-close view of the Mistic 2.0, and I just wanted to jump into the flavors they have with this thing. Quite a wide array of flavors. So
yeah.
Mistic themselves carry their own pods. They have quite a bit of flavors, and go on their website to check out all of them. We'll list out some of them here. They do have a menthol, a strawberry, a tobacco. One is, I think it's cherry rush, so they have a cherry, a mixed fruit basket type. They also had a mango that we both tried. We liked. What else did they have?
They also had a coconut cream, a Java, a creamy melon, and a watermelon.
Okay, so the first ones I listed, we've actually tried all those. I haven't tried those he just said. So the cherry was really good. It was a little bit cough syrupy, just a tiny bit, but it wasn't bad. You know, it's hard to pin down cherry, so I give him that. The tobacco one was good. I didn't have any problems or issues with that. No. The strawberry was delicious.
Strawberries and cream for days.
Actually, yeah, that was the strawberries and cream. That was good, and the menthol was good. Also, the mixed fruit, I think, was my favorite of their personal juices. Then they have the cool thing where they did a deal with Cosmic Fog, and they threw them in these pods. So
the Cosmic Fog pods come with milk and honey, cryptomelon, sugar fruit sunrise, and neon cream. Very good flavors on the milk and honey, the cryptomelon, the sugar fruit, and the neon cream. We didn't get the sunrise. We do hope to try that one soon, though. Absolutely.
And I can tell you right now, back when I used to go into vape shops, probably around 2013, 2014, I would go in and just try the Cosmic Fog juices. Kryptonite is what it was called back then. I'm not sure why they changed the Cryptomelon. I don't know if they changed the actual juice to Cryptomelon or they just changed the name on the pods for the Mistic pods. Cryptomelon, I'm not sure, but that's always been one of my favorite flavors. You know, it's a menthol, melon, and candy, and it's hard to describe that flavor. But the fact that they have Kryptonite, the original Kryptonite, renamed Cryptomelon, in this thing is badass because it makes me want to use it all the time. I think the pods themselves, the flavors they threw in, give this a little extra boost on my end over here. So personal experience, I've had a lot of good times vaping this thing because they threw in the Kryptonite.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah, exactly. You just nailed it. It is the fucking nostalgia. Guys, I'm telling you, if you have a favorite Cosmic Fog flavor, if you've tried Cosmic Fog, and they were big in vape shops back around that time, and I think they're still in vape shops.
A couple.
I don't know if they're as big as they were before, but if you have a nostalgic Cosmic Fog flavor and you were a vapor back in 2013, 2014, they offer it. So that's a big pro to the flavors. I'm glad they went with Cosmic Fog to collaborate on that. So we'll jump into the pros. Give them the pros, man.
All right, so the pros on this device. Juice capacity. For a closed system device, 10 mils of juice. There are tanks. Most of your tanks nowadays don't hold 10 mils of juice. And they put that in a freaking pod, you guys. That is immaculate to me. And the fact that the flavor is so good, I can't get over that. You know, you've got a good flavor menu to choose from. You've got awesome pods that they put them in. You got a good draw and a good hit. For 30 watts, this is like the perfect hit. Exactly. You don't need any more airflow. You don't need any less airflow.
They made the airflow on these things, these little airflow slots that go down, perfect for 30 watts. So just so you know, it's the right restrictiveness for 30 watts.
That is, they nailed that. I don't know how they nailed that, but they nailed that. And then the battery life on this is actually pretty impressive. So like we showed you in the close-ups, there's no like screens or adjustments on this. It just hits off of the battery life. And as you can see, it's got these 5 LEDs. Mine's currently sitting at 4 bars. I cannot get over how good this is as far as battery life goes, because it's a 1700 milliamp hour battery. So you've already got decent life there, but just with how long it lasts, I'm thoroughly impressed. But that's all I've got for pros. What have we got for cons?
Cons, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you my very first con. I don't think it's a bad con, and really the cons aren't that bad. No. Some of them you guys might think are subjective. To me, there's only really one bad thing I've experienced with this thing, and that's just the pods for me on some of them. Not all of them. Some of them are very secure. Some of them popped out a little bit. Just popped up just a little bit.
It's not like they came, flying out like that.
Right. They didn't come flying out. They didn't do anything crazy. And the only inconvenience, really I could say about that is that, if it's in my pocket, and I'm pulling it out, if that pod popped up a little bit, I'm going to pull out the pod instead of the mod, and it could fall on the floor. And, it hasn't been that experience every time. I'm just saying it's happened every once in a while. It's something you need to look into. Mistic, I would say put some better magnets on these. Get a better magnet system. Another little bit of a con, which I think is a subjective con. Some people might want to bitch about this having a little bit of a break-in time. It does have a little bit of a break-in time. It's not bad at all to me. I think the pods start hitting their flavor pretty quick, but it's got to be mentioned because some of you guys are not going to like that, because some of these pod system devices do have a fairly quick break-in. This isn't immediate, but it's not bad. So to me is a subjective. Guys, just on the, improve the magnets on these things. Now you do have them locked down pretty good on most of them. It's just not consistent. I would just say throw a little bit stronger magnet around the board on these. But for the V3.0, if you're going to come out with that, which I think you should keep everything the exact same as you have on this. The way it feels, the finish, everything. Just make it, upscale it to a bigger size and give us 50 watts. That's it. That's really all I can say. I mean,
yeah,
because to me this is a knockout device for what it is. It's just, if you go to the 50 watt range with this device for the 3.0, you're gonna reach a wider audience. It's going to reach more people. You're going to get more advanced vapors wanting this thing. Also, another suggestion is give us more nicotine options, because you could also throw this into the realm of people who are just wanting to get a nicotine fix at work or something like that. 4 milligrams is, it's okay, but if I wanted to use this device, which I think you guys weren't really going for that, I would go for that with the new one. If you're coming out with a 3.0, go with a different nicotine option. I would say maybe a 4, an 8, a 12, and maybe a 24. Give people a higher nicotine option. That way, if they need that throat hit, if they need that nicotine, this thing will do it. I'm thoroughly impressed with this little thing. I find myself grabbing this along with my other devices, my more powerful mods, lower ohm coils, RDAs. I still find myself setting those down and going back to this because it's convenience, and that cryptomelon, I love it. So that's really all we have to say. It's a positive review, and we're unbiased about that, so we like it.
Very well done. Very well done. Round table worthy?
Round table worthy.
Round table worthy. All right, this thing is round table worthy, guys. Make that a note. Write it down in your notebooks. It's roundtable worthy.
So if you guys thought this review was helpful, and you might check this thing out at Walmart or go to Misticecigs.com based on what we said, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell right next to it, and it'll notify you guys every time we upload a video.
That one there, and then that one there. Remember that we have an Instagram 5,000 follower giveaway coming up. We're slowly making our climb back up. You just might see one of these in that giveaway. You might just see an autographed one of these in that giveaway.
Yeah, we'll put our names on it.
Yeah, in case you ever wanted to forge our names onto a document or anything, then you have something to go off of.
Okay, so remember, guys, there are a million ways to quit smoking, but vaping is dapper as shit. We'll see you next time.